Welcome back to our program. It's really an honor and a pleasure to welcome my first guest tonight. She very rarely appears on television, so for the legions of fans she has gained over the past 2 decades as a composer and singer, this is going to be a very special occasion. Some of the songs she's responsible for: Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, Locomotion, I did that one, Up on the Roof, You've Got a Friend, Go Away Little Girl, and the list literally goes on and on. Her new album entitled 1 to 1, right here. Please welcome Carole King. Nicely done. Very nicely done. You know, I'm going to mention something I mentioned when I met you the first time. You have an incredible handshake there. You have quite a grip. Is that from playing the piano, or?
It's from that, and of late I've been milking goats every morning. It's true.
Right, that would... but that's not here in New York, of course.
No, I live in Idaho on a ranch.
Yeah.
And I get up every morning and milk the goats and feed the chickens, and it's great. You get to, you know, see the real people in the world first thing in the morning.
Now, this is a long haul from Brooklyn?
Yes.
Yeah, and when was this decision made?
I moved to Idaho about 5 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're up there by yourself with the goats?
Well, not by myself. I'm married. I live there with my husband and my 2 youngest children.
Yeah.
And some friends and a bunch of animals, about 7 or 8 horses, mules, donkeys.
But it's only the goats you're milking?
Yes, I don't milk the horses yet.
You're terrific, and everybody here sounds terrific, and we're going to continue this. Carole King and all of us will return in a minute or two, at the most, 2. Welcome back to the show. Carole King is with us, and we're mighty happy that she is here. Let's talk about this unbelievable career. First of all, your music has seemed to remain consistent, and you apparently have resisted influences of the 70s and the 80s, and it's still the kind of music that you enjoy doing and believe in. Is that a difficult thing to do?
It's not really, if you set your mind that you want to do that. I haven't really resisted influences. They're just maybe not that visible where someone can say, oh, she just borrowed that from so-and-so. It's a balance to walk between growth, you know, where you are influenced by something new, but where you resist jumping on the latest bandwagon because everybody says that is the hip thing to do.
Yeah. When people bought your album, Tapestry, about 40 billion people bought that album. Still on the charts all over the world. And some people are so moved that they drop equipment by the sales of that particular album. But now, the people that buy that album, are they aware of the fact that you're responsible for shaping the direction of early rock and roll in this country? Do they know that you're responsible for this endless list of classics?
I don't know. You want to tell them?
Well, I was just poring over this thing. Locomotion, of course, which we heard earlier. Here's another one, Up on the Roof. Go Away, Little Girl, Chains, which the Beatles did. That was a thrill for you.
That was a thrill. I loved the Beatles, and when they came over here, it was such a thrill to find out that they were influenced by me.
Now, you had a meeting with the Beatles, didn't you?
Yeah, it was... it wasn't, you know, an official meeting. I sort of was tagging along with a few other women that were going to see them, you know, just...
That kind of meeting, huh?
Well...
Yes.
I think they thought that I was there for that purpose because I didn't come in and announce, well, I'm Carole King. I was just, you know, going to see them and see how they were doing and eventually find the right moment to express that, and I did, and it was not the right situation for a meeting.
Yeah, but the list...
of that sort.
I hate to keep going back to this, but it is just unbelievable when you start running down hit after hit after hit, and you were very young when you first started this. How old?
Yeah, I was about 18 when I had my first hit as a writer.
Yeah. Now, how do you go about selling your first song?
After school, living in New York, it was easy enough for me to get on a subway and just, you know, walk into the offices of Atlantic Records, which, interestingly enough, I am now back home to Atlantic Records. That's my label. And I was very brash, and there was no precedent for, oh, we can't allow them to come in. They were looking for new talent, and I just sort of went in and played my stuff for Ahmet Ertegun and Jerry Wexler, and they really liked it. And they did a few little things before I had a hit, things we won't mention. And then I eventually played some of the stuff I wrote with Jerry Goffin for Don Kirshner.
Now, were these the days when you two were in an office not far from here? Just
Well, the occurrence of the office happened after Don Kirshner heard Jerry's and my music and signed us, and we were one of his staff of writers.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting procedure in itself, and we'll talk about that and some other things. We're going away, however, nothing serious. We'll be right back with Carole King. welcome back to the show. Carole King is with us, and Richard Lewis will join us in a minute or two. We were going to talk about how you were hired by Don. Was it Don Kirshner?
Don Kirshner.
And your partner at the time, Jerry Goffin.
Right.
And you two went to work every day and just wrote songs.
Right. And we'd come in. Don had these rooms. It's the cubicle theory of success as a publisher, where he had a writing team in each of 3 or 4 cubicles. And he would tell them all, okay, we can get the next Drifters follow-up if we just, you know, hard at work, and we'd all be in the rooms writing, trying to write the last hit they had upside down and backwards. And the best song, he'd present all the songs, and the best one would win, and Donnie would definitely win because he'd always have it. But sometimes...
By have it, you mean?
He'd have one of his writers would get... You're making me talk coherently. I can't do that. Anyway, we would be in the room, and say Jerry and I would be playing a song and working on a song, and we'd take a break and stop for a minute so he could think of a line, and we'd hear the same song coming out of the next cubicle where the next writing team was writing the same song.
When you were turning out that kind of volume, would you find yourself thinking of a way to sneak in something you'd used earlier on a song to make it fit on a new one? And
definitely. I mean, we used every trick we could think of. It fine-tuned our commercial writing ability. It got us in tune with what was the hook, what was going to sell, what... It was real competitive.
Yeah.
Real good.
What were you getting paid in those days?
Very little.
Like what?
I think we would get sometimes a $25 advance on a song, and that would...
Whoa. Whoa.
That would, you know, contribute to that week's groceries and maybe be the totality of that week's groceries.
Yeah. Now, who retains the perpetuity revenues generated by songs that you guys were writing for grocery money?
It was Alden Music, and I think it went to Screen Gems, and I'm really not sure these days.
We'll look into it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Some of the names of these songs, of course, the Locomotion, which we mentioned.
Right.
Is that true about Little Eva being somebody that worked with you or for you and not really a performer?
That is true. We made her a performer, although we knew she could sing when she came to work for us, and we thought, well, we probably would put her on record. It wasn't like, you know, she was pushing the broom around and oh, stop, we must hear that, you know.
It's a good story. What is Little Eva doing now?
I don't know, and I'd really like to know.
Yeah. She had Locomotion, and then there were several variations of that song, weren't there?
That's right, upside down and backwards.
Yeah. Let's Turkey Trot.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Paul? Let's Turkey Trot. The Porpoise Song.
Animals.
Yeah. Now, how did one generate these names? What was this?
I take no responsibility for that. That was Jerry Goffin. And he would probably rather... Those are some of his forgettable titles, I think. He would rather not be reminded, so don't watch Jerry.
Yeah. You're going to favor us with another tune, as they say. I'm not sure who says that, but where do we begin this, Carole? Are you going to start here and go over, or...?
Since I have this here hand mic, and that frees me from the piano, I guess I'll work my way over there.
Oh, good. And Hiram is playing on this. Right. Terrific. Thank you very much.
Thank
Carole
you.
King, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrote you a letter the other day, and I told you I was happy for you and your new love. There was much more I wanted to say, but it's hard for me to get over my last bit of
King. Terrific. Very nice. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Carole King is going to do another song. We're very pleased about it. From the new album, entitled 1 to 1. The name of this particular song is It's a War. Here again, Carole King.
And I'm awake and I don't know how much I can take before I get too angry to be sad. Too many people thinking mean, good ones few and far between, taking out on you what they never had. It's a war, war, war anymore. It's a war, war, war every day. You got to keep your guard up if someone else's heart up. You'll try to steal your dreams away. Once I thought of compassion as a feeling everybody has, one to others, that's the golden rule. But I found some my regrets, people I had never met. I'll take it, I was just a fool. It's a war, war, war anymore. It's a war, war, war every day. You got to keep your guard up, someone else's heart up. He'll try to steal your dreams away. Feeling deeper within, with all the love and the hate there's been, balance must be somewhere in between. I'm gonna work it out, I know some way, someday before I go. But till then, you know just what I mean. It's a war, war, war anymore. It's a war, war, war every day. You got to keep your guard up if someone else's heart up. He'll try to steal your dreams away. Don't let him steal your dreams away.
Thank you, gentlemen. Very nice. Carole King. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. I think she's passed the audition. We'll be right back. Thank you very much, Carole.